Hello once again, everybody. How are you doing? Good to be with you. Man, I'm really laughing about this whole bullshit Harry Potter stuff. I try not to wax political these days, but my God, it's just an example, a pure example of why you don't want to go down that fucking rabbit hole. Because at the end, it's just everyone fighting everyone. Do you like the world you exist in now, where people aren't at your throat and you're not having to worry about everyone trying to kill you or cancel you or whatever else? Then maybe don't go down that fucking rabbit hole. But of course, I don't live in a big city. I'm not a fucking shithead that lives in a big city and takes, that sort of insular community's dumbass opinions on the world seriously. Long story short, maybe big cities shouldn't be a thing. I think there's an anime where the big sort of population centers are. I know it was kind of like a thing in FF10 or whatever else. So it is 8 in the morning here. Well, it's 5 in the afternoon here. Sick people. Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Krandakin-sama. Ohayo. Itashi. Irashaimase. Dozo. Hi.
Everybody, new regulations.
How are you, by the way? Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Also, don't tell me about 8 in the morning. Most of the weird hours that I stream at, the time when I'm not fucking working my damn job. Those times, yeah, it's literally what, 4 to 6 a.m. my time.
Come on, get moving. Time to work.
Assuming it's not the weekend. The weekend, it's whatever. I stream whatever the fuck I want. But on the off, random weekdays, it's basically 4 to 6 a.m. my time. So, isn't Itadashe or something? I don't know. Irashaimase. Irashaimase. That's the thing. If you go to Japan, I'm pretty sure you're going to hear that whenever you walk into a store. They just do that mechanically. Like, irashaimase, hi, irashaimase, hi, irashaimase. It's just greetings. Is all it is. Squid is nut busting. No, No, no nut busting. Not on this stream. 4 streams in 12 hours. Yeah, well, the computer's been down the whole week, so I'm just I'm just trying to catch up. Let's put it that way. Nah, I'm really just enjoying the fact that I have a fucking working computer now. Speaking of nut busting, ASMR Mike still has not arrived. It's running a little late. It was supposed to arrive by the 7th, and now it's predicted at least. So when the ultra kill coming? Yes. Yes. I saw your videos on it, by the way. Stalker that I am, I did check your channel and see the clips, and that's you know, besides our discussions, that actually is the thing that interested me, seeing what was going on there, and I was like, that actually looks kind of fucking fun. But yes, it is coming. And so am I. I'm coming. I mean, ultra kill. Weren't you watching the last Gundam stream? Monster kill. I missed you guys. I missed you guys so much. I'm not even joking about that. That's not even a joke. Like, part of the fun of these streams, I think, that has kind of crept in, that I never intended to, but that has kind of crept in, is the fact that, you know, we're all here just having fun and vibing. So in a sense, it became an us escape for me, stress relief. Silo, elo, are vibing. But yeah, as long as everyone's having fun here, I'm having fun here too. I'd be having fun. You know, little insider secret. I do enjoy having friends along for the ride. TF, that video is supposed to be for my peers to watch.
Get some rest,
since
people.
the video is too long for our social media. In here we often use Messenger. I don't support using Facebook or Meta stuff. Yeah, I know that feel. Yeah, it is what it is. Also, my laptop has full RAM. I'm pretty sure your high-tech RTX Super Monster PC can handle it. Probably. Oh, fun thing about joking about PC specs. And I think they were asking last stream, or maybe that was you last stream. Yeah, I'm running my first ever SSD. I was quite intimidated, but that's what you're seeing right now. This is me. This is me playing on my first ever solid state drive. So as I understand it, basically the big downside is that it's kind of like a flash drive. You can't have it unpowered for a long time because eventually you will lose data. But other than that, everything else I've been impressed with. Except for the storage space. That's... I'm not impressed with, but I understand why. Newton's laws of gravity. Case. You gotta sacrifice something. Or something like that. I don't know. I've been kind of sad that I missed the at least one Shin stream this week. I think he did 2. And I was like, oh my god, my fucking PC is dead. And I was upgrading a phone recently, so I didn't have all of my user info and data reinstalled, or else I would have just shit posted on my phone. But I'm like, life sucks. I wish my laptop can handle Minecraft. I still fucking have a serious hatred for Minecraft. It's illogical, but I will not bend from that hatred. Also, Notch, not really the best developer ever, because he got lucky. He fucking got lucky. Also, you know what did me fucking PT? No, I don't. And I'm assuming you just made me say something very offensive. Also, hang on. Squid independent YouTuber meeting. You're asking so much of me. When is the dead or alive stream coming? Eventually. Hogwarts Legacy. What's the politics? do you really want to go down this rabbit hole? Because, all right. You sly dog, you got me politicking in. All right. So basically, you know what turf is, right? Do you know what a turf is? Why don't I like the author? Why don't I like the author? Because I don't like the author. It's not that it's one or the other, right? J.K. Rowling, I mean, when she wrote the Harry Potter books, she didn't write anything that I gave a shit about. And, I mean, name me your favorite non-Harry Potter book that J.K. Rowling has written. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll open the floor. Go ahead. Nobody can. Why? Because she's a shitty one-hit wonder. And the only reason that anyone gives a shit about her fucking writing Harry Potter is because the media pushed her at exactly the right time. So she's a creation of the media, and the media is now trying to destroy her. I don't even like her. I don't like the books. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious that they're now both fighting each other. And that's why I say let them fight. Let them fucking fight. Let them kill each other. Because it's all bullshit. Oh, do I have to politically take sides between JK shit writer, shit politics, Rowling, and the people saying cancel Harry Potter? How about all of them fuck off to an island and fucking die? How about that? Is that an option? Because if that's an option, I'll take it. No, you have to choose between us and J.K. Rowling. Fuck you. That's my choice. Fuck you. Fuck every last goddamn fucking one of you. Fuck you. And Harry Potter isn't even a good series. If you fast forward, if you could time travel 100 years from now, 200 years from now, nobody's going to be talking about your garbage, coming of age, young adult novel book series that was pushed by the media. Nobody's going to give a shit. It's going to be less mentioned than Star Wars. And Star Wars is a pretty big thing, right? But even I admit, 100 years, 200 years from now, you know, if you could jump in time to 200 years from now and be like, hey, you guys know about Star Wars? And they'd be like, Star what? Star what? You may find some old person who's like, oh, Star Wars, yeah. I remember Dad used to play that. That was that shitty game series, you know. It's Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 15 or whatever, online. Oh my God, yeah. Was that actually a thing? Did people actually give a shit about that? All right, well, thank you for always being here, Cranberry. I appreciate you. You have a great weekend. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. Probably. Hopefully less ranting. Hopefully. But my joke and your reply did open the rabbit hole. I actually don't have, like, again, to summarize, I don't have anything against Hogwarts Legacy. I don't like Harry Potter. I don't have a thing with, like, I'm not invested, if you want to put it that way. I'm not against, I'm not for. As far as the whole Harry Potter franchise goes, I'm like, oh, it's a shitty young. It'd be like what's that fucking one? The one with the guy who's supposedly the son of the gods. What's that one? Percy Jackson. Yes. Thank you. Percy Jackson. it would be like me saying, oh man, I hate, or I love, or I hate Percy Jackson. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, there's people out there who would absolutely flip their shit if I said, I don't care about Percy Jackson. It's not my thing. Don't give a shit. And there's people who would absolutely, like, you know, the other way. Like, well, actually, I'd say that there's three options here. I can make anyone flip their shit by saying I love it, I hate it, or I don't give a shit about it. Me, I don't give a shit about Percy Jackson. I don't give a shit about Harry Potter. I don't give a shit about a lot of bullshit pushed. It gets the kids reading, though. It gets the kids reading. It gets the kids reading. Don't you want kids to read? If you don't tell the kids that they gotta read Harry Potter, then they won't read and they'll become illiterate. Why do you want kids to be illiterate? Don't you support Harry Potter? Don't you support Percy Jackson? I'm sorry. Books fucking exist. I grew up fucking reading translations of the Odyssey. Alright? I'm not trying to sound elite or anything like that, but I remember my fucking dad and mom got a whole series of like kids books, like little, you know what, 20 to 30 page little booklets, little snippets of Greek mythology. So, you know, you had the Odyssey, you know, Perseus and whoever else, and that was a thing. So you ain't gonna come at me and be like, kids ain't gotta read. If you don't make it cool, kids ain't gotta read. I fucking read that shit. Nobody was like, hey, Squid, you gotta read these damn books, otherwise you're gonna be a fucking square, and you're gonna be illiterate. And I'm just like, oh shit, I guess I better read these books about, you know, Perseus stealing fire and Medusa and, you know, all this other shit. Oh man, it's only popular media pressure and popular literature that makes me literate. Like, what the fuck is that bullshit? Fuck the fuck off. God fucking damn it. And that's why I say, let the fucking TERFs like J.K. Rowling, who is a shit person politically, and a shit writer, to be honest, because, let's be honest, Harry Potter, not all that amazing. She uses Latin words. Okay, well, why don't you just fucking go study Latin? Oh, how many people who actually give a shit about Latin? Oh, but you give a shit about Harry Potter books. Did you go on and study Latin as a language? No? So you're just another person who was jumping on the goddamn popularity train funded by the media who is now against J.K. Rowling. You're a fucking simp. Deal with it. I don't have a side here. I'm just laughing at you both fighting yourselves, because that's all you're gonna be. That's all you'll ever do. Fuck you. Fuck you very much. They just make kids read Frank L. Baum, yeah. I find it hysterical that only a few years ago they were going bonkers because J.K. made Dumbledore gay, which I always thought was pointless. Sexual bullshit is always pointless. It's one of the most surface level things. It doesn't fucking matter in the ultimate, you know, if the universe is ending, you know, and there's one hero standing against it, and like, you know, like 10 million bazillion power level is required. It doesn't matter if the person throwing the switch is gay or not, or what their gender ideology is. No, it's all subversive leftist bullshit. I know. I'm sorry. My mic is not working well. It's only coming in on one side, isn't it? I've been trying to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. I've been working with it. Sorry. But at least you can hear me, right?
Shake a leg. The shift's on.
Okay. Well, at least you can hear me. You can hear me ranting about the joke title of the stream. It was supposed to be a joke, but then Cranberry got me fucking heated. Not Cranberry's fault. Cranberry just kind of opened up the floor through discussion. But yeah, I'm gonna break a lot of people's hearts by saying, you know what, I don't give a fuck about Harry Potter. I'm sorry. If that's a deal breaker for you, thank you. I hope you have a great life. I don't give a fucking shit about Harry Potter. I don't think it's a great series. I don't think it's an important series. I think it's essentially young adult teenage trash that got glorified because the media decided, oh, it's the popular thing. Hey, here's this teacher. You know what else is made by a teacher? Fucking what is that? That Airborne. That bullshit vitamin C supplement made by a teacher. Oh, made by a teacher. Oh, that must mean it's good. Well, yeah, because before a teacher made vitamin C supplements, we didn't fucking have those, right? The same as J.K. Rowling. Before fucking J.K. Rowling, we didn't have fucking books, did we? We didn't have fucking books that kids would want to read, did we? Oh, we did. We did, though. I mean, not to shit on you. If you enjoyed those books, again, if you enjoyed Percy Jackson, Harry Potter, whatever else, fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the whole phenomenon, that's been going on since the 2000s, where it's like, oh, there's all these hip, new, exciting, young adult novels. It's Harry Potter. Now it's Percy Jackson. Now it's and I'm just like, yeah, most of you people are just gonna fucking buy the books and put it up on your bookshelf. You're never gonna fucking read because you're not a reader. You're not a reader. You're gonna post on social media. You're gonna post pictures. Just bought the newest Percy Jackson, and then it's gonna go up on your goddamn bookshelf so that when you get your friends over, you can be like, oh yeah, I got all the Percy Jacksons. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20. I got all the books because I'm such a huge Percy Jackson fan. Look at my shirt. I got the Percy Jackson shirt. Look at the posters on my wall. I got the Percy Jackson posters. I got the stickers on my car, the decals. Percy Jackson fan. Have you ever read the book? Who gives a shit? It's all about clout. It's all about attention. It's all about... I have never... I'm a huge H.P. Lovecraft fan. I'm not in the internet sense of like H.P. Lovecraft, Cthulhu. No, I've actually read the books. I'm actually a bigger fan of the Dreamland cycle than I am of the cycle that a lot of people think they're fans of. I like his Dreamland stuff a lot more than I like anything else, and I've read a lot of stuff. Call of Cthulhu. I don't know. I may have to go back and reread it at some point. It just didn't grab me. Like going insane because of a statue. That's what I took away from it and remember from it. Maybe I'll go back and reread it. But again, I'm not demanding like, oh man, all kids should read H.P. Lovecraft. What's wrong with you if you don't read H.P. Lovecraft? you're you're wrong politically if you don't read H.P. Lovecraft. You know, I didn't get into it because the media was telling me, oh man, H.P. Lovecraft. That's the thing. H.P. Lovecraft. Everybody's got to read H.P. Lovecraft. So at some point, you got to ask yourself, is it a genuine thing? Or is it just because it's the fucking media hyping shit and force-feeding shit into your mouths? Because a lot of it actually is. It's just fucking shit. People shitting into the mouth of another person who shits in the mouth of another person who is shitting in the mouth of the first person. And it all feeds back into itself. That's the fucking media. So media hype can go fuck itself. That's why I don't give a shit about Harry Potter. I actually I mean, I've watched a few of the Harry Potter movies. I was not impressed. Pretty standard fare stuff. I'm like, yeah, but is this an amazing setting? Is this an amazing narrative? No, it's not grabbing me. Oh, Harry Potter has come to Hogwarts. Oh, it's the hero's journey. He comes to a boarding school, and he's a heroic character, and he does heroic things. Except for the fact that, you know, fucking he who shall not be named fucking accidentally kills himself. So Harry Potter doesn't actually fucking do anything. That is the central fucking fuck up of the whole goddamn Harry Potter series. Harry Potter doesn't actually do anything. Even though I have my issues with, like, the later Dragon Ball shit, at least Goku or Gohan or whoever else punches the fucking villain to death. Right? As much as I may have my issues with that whole thing, that whole series, at least Goku does something. It isn't like Goku shows up, Cell uses a ability he shouldn't use and blows up, and that's it. Game over. Goku won by just showing up because Cell was a fucking moron. And that is fucking Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling, greatest fucking author ever. But that's not what you're gonna hear about the current, like, bullshit political climate bullshit. And this is why I feel like a completely different breed, because I actually, like, I can say wasn't into Harry Potter before the game came out. Never liked J.K. Rowling's politics. And I've been consistent since then until now. And there are a lot of dumbass people who are like, Trump is like the who he shall not be named. It's Trump is the bad guy who will kill Dumbledore and shit. Like, I'm sorry, you're embarrassing. I got myself ranting though. Exactly. It didn't matter to Dumbledore's character, like making Gates irrelevant. Shit on Star Citizen. Can I shit on Star Citizen? When is that fucking game coming out? When? How many millions of dollars have been invested at this point? And why is it not out? Why is there not an alpha available? Also, do you have Battletoads? What? Are you talking about the console game? Or are you talking about the arcade game that nobody remembers except for me? It's overrated as fuck, from the series to the books to the game. The story's mad, the magic's mad, the ending is mad. It's almost 3 a.m. here. I'll keep stream open and use squid ranting as my white noise before sleeping. Ah. I hope you have a good rest. You had a hard day. Just relax. You did your best. You did your best. Just let go, all the crazy stuff that wasn't under your control. Those other people, everyone else, control that. Don't feel bad. But you worked hard today, and you worked. Just let the warmth, your bed, and blanket. Lull you in sleep. Don't fight it. This is what you deserve. Sleep. Nice, comfy sleep. Just, it's all good. It's all good. You did your best. You do your best every day. The people around you, the conscientious ones, they appreciate it. Or something like that. I don't have my ASMR mic yet. I did order one, and it is still coming by the 14th, according to the delivery company. I should try to get back into reading. Need to go through the Lord of the Rings books. See, Lord of the Rings, I think it's a little bit on a different level because what's his name, Tolkien, he actually went through World War One, and that was what he wrote his books based on. What the fuck did J.K. Rowling go through? Nothing. J.K. Rowling, oh, I'm a teacher, and it's so hard to be a teacher. Like, Tolkien, watching people die in the fucking trenches of World War One, and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna write about this race of creatures completely dehumanized by essentially war. That's orcs and shit. And let me write about hobbits, who are the people back home, the home we're striving for. They're comfy folk living in their little homes and whatever else. Like, there's a whole lot that goes into that. But Harry Potter has come to Hogwarts. He's a muggle. Like, if you really honestly think about it, fucking Harry Potter is written from a very bougie perspective. Because Rowling doesn't know what it is to be a poor person fighting for their place in the world. She's just writing as Harry Potter is like, oh, this under person who I don't understand just magically gets into this place where he's not supposed to be by our money and class system. They'd be like, oh my god, Harry Potter has moved into my neighborhood. Fuck off, you shit writer. This was supposed to be a goddamn Frostbus stream. Cranberry, why did you do this to me? I did this to myself, honestly. I'm joking. As long as everyone's having fun. If people weren't having fun, I'd be more worried. I'd be more upset. But as long as you're all having fun, hey, good on ya. Good on ya. The only thing that deserves reading is, shit. Yeah, actually. The Fate Grand Order story is probably written way better than fucking Harry Potter. Because literally, you can sum up the fucking plot like this. Whiny bitch boy shows up at school, does a bunch of dumb shit, whines. The main villain kills himself because he's a fucking dumbass. Boom, done. There's Harry Potter for you. The greatest goddamn fiction ever. And I'm not even invested in the current political bullshit against J.K. Rowling. I always thought it was a goddamn shit series. Because it was. Because the only thing buoying it up was like, oh, it's Harry Potter, it's the big sensation by Harry Potter. Woo! Yeah, I don't buy games based on popularity either. So why would I ever give a shit about a popular book series, media series, TV series? I've had people constantly come up to me like, hey, oh, have you seen this series? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh man, you should watch it. And I'm like, why? A lot of times, they can't actually tell me why I should watch it. They're just like, oh, it's the thing. I'm okay with being essentially a social outcast. I don't give a shit. I don't need approval. And it's only gotten worse because now I'm an old man. When I was a younger man, I had this attitude though. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I don't need to be a guy watching like 5 Dates, 5 Guys, or whatever the fuck the current hip scandalous dating show is. Oh, did you see 5 Guys, 5 Dates last night? Oh, and she said, sorry, you're just not applicable enough. And it was like all totally it was totally a send up back to when he said, when he was a corporate executive, and he often said that his people he was firing, you're just not applicable enough. Oh my God, did you watch that episode? It's like, what the fuck is 5 Guys, 5 Dates? I'm not gonna watch that. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to sleep. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I am a polite person, so I would do it a little bit differently. So if you came up to me and were like, oh, hey Squid, did you see the 5 Guys, 5 Dates episode last night? I'd be like, no, I've been too busy with work, and I really can't get in this series. So, I'm still trying to catch up, but what happened last night? That's the kind of thing I do. I'm basically politely telling you to go fuck yourself. Because what I did there, I'm gonna open it up to you, and you're gonna ramble about your dumb shit that I don't give a shit about. And oh wow, really, Ross went back and told Rachel, oh okay, after the 18th time we've called it on and called it off. Oh, now it's for serious this time. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that sounds like this is the last series, is it? Oh man, I can't wait for the ending. I can be absolutely Machiavellian in so many ways. This one in particular. But yeah, no, seriously, I just don't give a shit about things. But you gotta read Harry Potter, because if you don't read Harry Potter, kids ain't gonna read, because books don't exist unless the media says they exist. I remember a certain point at which kids were getting fucking bullied for reading, and then the media turns around and is like, yeah, reading is cool. How about we all realize the media is the goddamn fucking problem? How about that? How about we all stop fighting amongst each other and realize that the media, who told us that reading books is lame is the same media who is nowadays saying you gotta read Harry Potter. I'm sorry, you can't read Harry Potter because J.K. Rowling is an awful person. Can we do that? Or are we just going to be continuing to let them profit by forcing us back into the goddamn mud? Your call. Starship Troopers is supposed to be a great book. Actually, I read it. It is a great book. It is a great book. The book is very different from the movie. So, the thing is, if you're interested in the book comes in the movie, I think you'll be actually amusingly surprised, because a lot of the themes, despite what is it, Paul Verhoeven. Despite Paul Verhoeven, a lot of those elements remain. So that's fine. Sorry, I just noticed. I hope nobody is offended, but I just noticed my audio levels were peaking. Again, I'm still trying to get everything back and working in order. If it's too quiet, let me know. But yeah. The whole Paul Verhoeven movie, it's insane, because it's a movie that misunderstood the source material that it was based on, but it still ended up kind of painting a correct picture of the source material. Oh, the film is great. The film is fucking great. I can't be one of those nerds who says that they read the book before seeing the movie. No, the late '90s movie I saw in theaters with friends, and I loved it. My friends loved it. And it's great. But the book itself, it follows a lot of the themes that the movie touches on, and again, since Paul Verhoeven is a bit of a far lefty himself, it's despite the author. But he does a lot of the themes correctly. It's kind of funny, right? So imagine somebody saying like, imagine you saying something like, okay, you write a book about how good it is to drink water. You know, you stay hydrated. The human body requires so many ounces of water cycle through the systems, whatever else. And if you don't, your kidneys fail, your liver fails, blah, 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 blah. You write this whole scientific book, right? And then there's some guy that comes along and he's like, oh man, let me write this send-up of this movie. Hey everyone, you should drink water, because if you don't drink water, after 3 days you're gonna fucking die. And I'm gonna write this whole send-up. Hey, drinking water. Oh man, it's such a crazy thing. Am I right, bros? Drinking water is so crazy. Would you like to know more? The game is Frostpunk, by the way, since you asked. Squid shitting on Harry Potter using an epic Dobby impression. I could never get into the DBZ. It's less about story and plot and more about cool, and it is cool. Watch the fights and transformations. The plot is nice. Yeah. I don't like the mechanics a lot of the times. Shit like DBZ and a lot of young adult anime, it's like eventually it becomes about the assholes. Eventually, it's just all ass pulls. It's just like, oh, you activated my trap card. I activated my trap. You activated my trap card. Well, you activated my double trap card. It's like watching kids play on the playground. I'm like, you guys just, you're basically just arguing over who loses at this point. And you're gonna do this until one of you is like, you know what, fuck this, and walks off. And that's gonna be the only thing that decides you in the winner. Why is this fucking interesting? Imagine two kids on the playground punching each other in the dick until one of them says, you know what, fuck this. And then and that's basically the sort of action anime manga sort of writing. That's all that's going to be. Because that's all it ever turns into. It's not like the hero ever actually, like, fucking outclasses, outthinks, or out whatever. That's all reserved for isekai. And let me get off on isekai. A lot of it's fucking wasted on isekai. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I've been reborn as a rock. Keikakudori, and yet they're never smart enough to go back to their own world, which is apparently what a lot of them want to do. I'm so smart I can go back to my own world at any time I want, but I only do so when the plot writes for it. I heard someone recently say that the Isekai series is based on Alice in Wonderland. Well, Alice in Wonderland, Alice was trying to go home. She was doing her best to kind of navigate through this world. She wasn't like, I'm going to become the ultimate rock and thus control this world. Derp, 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 derp. That time I became a rock and literally controlled all of existence. I mean, if you were to make a lame-ass isekai title of Alice in Wonderland, it would be like that time I fell down a rabbit hole and tried to get home. How many other isekais would actually be titled that way? None. Because it's like, I got teleported into an RPG game. Now it's all just power fantasy. Fuck off. You disrespect Alice in Wonderland by comparing the two. I like Alice in Wonderland, and for the Japanese and international folks who like the story, it is fun as it is. I just want to stop ranting, but I can't. This is why I don't like people tempting me to rant, because I can. I will. I do. But on the other side, I missed you guys. I miss you guys so much. It's been fucking literally almost a week. PC blew up on Sunday afternoon, and now it's Saturday afternoon? Jesus. Yeah, it's been about a week. 6 days. But now I'm alive and ranting. It's good to be amongst you again, though. I need to play GoldenEye on rare replay. Always good for a playthrough. Thanks for the try, Squid, but it feels like serial killer put me to bed. That's alright. We will put you to bed one way or the other. Tolkien built such a fantastic world. Can we get an F in the chat for Dobby? Welfare, short time, and made billions. Bet you've seen... No, I have not, actually. I have not seen that. do like the film. I remember watching it over a friend's house when it was being shown on satellite Sky, and they left us kids to watch it. I thought it was epic, like Aliens, but cooler. It's the small clips that made that film brilliant. A lot of cool stuff, like RoboCop. And Verhoeven made RoboCop, as far as I remember, the original. So, Starship Troopers and RoboCop, the original, were actually made by Verhoeven, and they were meant. I think they were both meant to be send-ups parodies of U.S. culture. I think he's German, I want to say. So it's kind of interesting how, like, he points out a lot of things that are kind of known to us, some things that are kind of not known to us. It's very good as a perspective. But as a send-up of supposed fashion, Dutch, yeah. As a send-up of supposed fashion, Starship Troopers definitely fails. Because Starship Troopers, it shows a utopia where everyone who wants to be responsible has to be willing to be responsible. So there's a barrier between people who want power and people who deserve power, let's say. So, you know, let's say you ask every single person you meet, do you want power? Minus the oddball who's going to try and do it for social pressure, everyone's going to say yes. Now, imagine asking people, if you could have power, and it came with absolute responsibilities, which you cannot circumvent. You can't jump around it. You can't cheat the system. So if you get power, you are absolutely beholden. Do you want power? There's a lot of narcissistic types and whoever else who think, well, yeah, but that's the question, but I can cheat the system. That's essentially the Federation's core principle, core systems. It's like that's what the system is designed to weed it out, right? You're designed to be weeded out. They're going to try and make you not succeed into the system. Or if you do somehow magically succeed into the system, you're going to remember, hey, I worked as hard as the fuck I could to get the system in. Worst case scenario, you realize how hard busting your ass is, right? Best case scenario, unless there's some magical psychic way of reading your mind and saying, nope, not fit for leadership. But we take what we can get for leadership, right? Like GTA being made in the UK, Sword of Damocles. Is it similar in the book? What, Starship Troopers? The book has a lot of the main beats, but it is different in the details. I think one of the most off-putting for people. Oh, the Federation citizenship. No, that's still consistent. So basically, in the Federation. Hang on 1 second. So the citrus turned up too high. The citizen stuff in the book, in the universe, it's more or less, it operates the same in the book and in the movie, right? So there are two separate categories: citizen and civilian, right? A citizen is the person who makes themselves take the test, go through the process, earn their franchise, right? They're the people who are allowed to vote and do whatever else. A civilian can kind of do whatever the hell, but you know, they're whatever their station is, they're allowed to exist. They're not oppressed or whatever else. They're just not allowed the franchise. That's the big thing. So, in a sense, the way the book tries to set it up, and I think the way that Heinlein tries to set it up, is that the only advantage to being a citizen is the responsibility of your fellow man, the society at large. I mean, not even necessarily less privileges, except for the franchise. Again, voting and control of the political process, right? So it comes down to, I think a lot of us nowadays can look at it and see it as a kind of analog for what we see now, where it's just like anyone and everyone should be allowed to vote. And in the United States right now, it's like we're seeing this exact sort of problem and pressure, which is like anyone who is physically-ish, quote-unquote, physically-ish in the United States should be allowed to influence the United States political process. And a lot of us naturalized, born in the fucking USA citizens, or naturalized through immigration or else, are like, yeah, but why should you fucking be allowed to fucking influence our political process? Right? You haven't been born here and been invested by birth into this place, or even more so, been invested in this place by your dedication to coming to this place and making this place a home for yourself. You're just some asshole that lives in Germany, occasionally works in the United States, and jumps back and forth between the places, but you're like, I should be allowed to work. I should be allowed to vote because I work here. I'm Germans. That type of shit. Alright, I'm gonna run to the idle meeting. I've been ranting for a while. I thought this would be more gameplay, but hey, you know what? As long as you guys are having fun, I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. Sounds like he's an accent. and you know, Chad keeps telling me, Amy, why don't you play this game called Article? Well, I'll tell you why. Because this game is not available in my area. Okay, let me open up Steam. Okay, look here. There is no Article available in Romania. So the only way is through other means. I'm amused that you guys get so amused by the fact that I just kind of rant randomly. I still maintain that despite all the things that I feel personally, I really don't hold any ill will. As I said, if you enjoy Harry Potter, if you enjoy Percy Jackson, whatever else, enjoy it. My criticisms, my dislike, even my not enjoying, even if I didn't have an adverse opinion of those things. Like, say I had a neutral opinion to it. Like, don't let that ruin your appreciation of the things you love. People like Beyblade. I don't give a shit about Beyblade. People like fucking, I don't know, fucking Monster Hunter. I'm not big into Monster Hunter one way or the other. Give a shit. In the same way that I don't give a shit about people giving a shit about the things I give a shit about. Like, literally. Like, who cares? Who fucking cares? Doesn't matter what it is. Just fucking enjoy the things you enjoy. That's all. Again, going back to the title of the stream, and essentially the meat of the stream. I don't hate you if you want to play Harry Potter, if you like Harry Potter. If you're like, oh my god, I'm so having so much fun with the fucking Hogwarts Legacy game. Congratulations, good for you. Good for you. I'm not saying that sarcastically, even though it probably, I'm kind of tired, even though it probably comes off that way. No. I'm not a fucking Harry Potter fan, right? So, at the end of the day, what that all comes down to is, why do you give a shit what the fuck I think? And that's an on you question, right? Because if I told you, don't play Hogwarts Legacy, would you? Would you? would you literally obey me? As if I said, by order of my command seal, I, Squid Coyote, demand that you rise up and defeat the Fluffy Tail Fact. I'm sorry. Do not ever enjoy Hogwarts Legacy or any other J.K. Rowling fiction ever again. I don't have that fucking power over you. So, barring that, the only thing you have is approval. And again, why do you want my approval? You shouldn't need my approval for the things you do. You should be your own person. Like, if there is anything that a person came to me and said, Squid, what can you give to me? I'd say, your own independence. Because I'm always going to fucking push you to be an independent person. Be your own person, do your own thinking. That's all you can fucking do. You're given one chance at this amazing gift of life. Do your own fucking thing. Do not come to me to think for you. I will help you think. If you ask me, like, you know, how do I or whatever else. But if you're coming to me like, should I read Harry Potter or should I not? I'll tell you. Well, what do you like to read? What are your expectations out of books? Are you interested in well-written books or are you interested in popular books? Because I'll tell you flat out right now, Harry Potter is just a popular series. Do you like books? Or are you just interested in being part of the popular crowd? Right? What do you want? What do you want? That's the sort of person I am. I think I read one of the Potter books over 20 years ago, seen the films though, and watched one of the Percy Jackson's ones. Let's forget. I mean, again, I'm not shitting on people that liked or enjoyed. I just have my opinion that a lot of that stuff is media pushed, young adult novel bullshit. Like I said, getting the kids to read. Because if we don't have a popular thing, the kids won't read. Like, really? Really, that's where we're fucking going with this. Kids won't, literally the kids won't fucking read. Okay. Okay. What are you going to do when the kids are illiterate because they won't read because the media didn't tell them, you know, hey, here's this book series that you absolutely must read because the media told you to read it. But now the media is telling you that the author is a racist, sexist, transphobe. Get the fucking fuck out of here. You people, and I am saying, you people, in the most absolute way, the you people who are controlled and thralls of the media, you get what you fucking deserve. You're sucking their dick. You sucked their dick to make Harry Potter popular, and now you're sucking their dick because, oh, suddenly J.K. Rowling has bad political opinions. But you're gonna keep sucking their dick. You get what you fucking deserve, Murray. That's life.
New company place.
Hot meals at 8.
Shift's over. Stow your tools.
What is this game about? This game is, well, this is the prologue, essentially. This game is about Victorian era Earth frosting over into an endless winter. I watched Orino Crony play this game, and it was such an interesting shock to see how someone else plays this game. She went full fucking fascist, and she was surprised by the fact that she went fucking full fascist. But I think that's probably par for the course. A lot of people probably actually don't think about the longer implications of their actions. I'm a bit of a neurotic, so I do a lot. Alright, we're approaching the 90-minute mark. I think I'm going to call it a stream. I've been having fun. I hope you've been having fun listening to me rant. All you, all of the people watching the video later. I wish I could still do the classic Squid outro, but again, death of the PC. I need to recover files, and I may never be able to. So all I have is my appreciation for you being here, and my hope that whatever you do, y'all take her easy wherever you are.